I think we're taking photos now.
So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Dom's little brother, and I have to say I'm quite surprised that we've made it to this point. And no, not because I'm surprised that he found someone to put up with. I mean, love him. But because we have on numerous occasions tried to kill each other. Starting from a very early age, Dom as an 8-year-old, me as his 4-year-old little brother. I came out of the bathroom, wet hands. What's his first thing to tell me to do? Oh, there's a loose plug socket, Alex. Don't put your fingers in that, see what that'll do. I don't remember the rest of that, funnily enough. I waited a while to get my own back, but I do recall a holiday in Wales. We were sat on the top of a cliff face doing a bit of rock climbing, and I thought to myself, this looks like a good slide. Maybe Dom should test it out first. Hurtling down that rock face he went, cuts at the bottom and everything, and I was... We also tried to end it all together. Skiing and snowboarding, we regularly stop just before cliff faces, but more often than not, it's at the bottom of the cliff face where one of us will turn around and say, that was a waterfall we just jumped over. There's also an occasion where, sadly, Mark's not here anymore, but one of Dom's best friends from school, and who went on numerous... He was here earlier.
He hates us!
Cry, don't cry.
He's lying in the pond.
Dom and him went off a cliff face, took off all the snow, and I ended up tumbling down, and Mark jumps to the bottom, pushes me out of the way, and Dom turns around and says, there's that rock that you nearly just cracked your head on. So, yeah, we've just about made it. Speaking of Mark, there was a great holiday we had in Spain.
Oh God!
We were camping and we'd lost Dom one night, only to find him on a beach at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's the extent of the story.
It was on the 6 o'clock.
I'll tell any more.
So, my intention as being best man was to recall lots of embarrassing stories for Dom and make Sarah think twice about exactly what she'd just done. But to be honest, I don't even have any from the stag do. The worst that we had was...
Nick!
Well, the worst we had was Dom more or less managing to keep down a pint, and Nick, wherever he is, over there,
Hooray!
called a male doctor.
Hooray! Round of applause!
But I have to say, you have a very good looking wife.
Go on, round of applause.
So yes, I'd rather tell you how much I admire Dom. After all, this is someone that started off struggling both academically and
Just as an
I just told that he wouldn't pass his entrance exams to school, and spent a lot of time in the third C team. Sorry, I've never had to look at those notice boards, mate. And now look, we've got someone with 2 master's degrees and almost PhD. He's been asked to have his work published. He's been and his university have offered to fund yet another master's degree. But more importantly than all of that, player of the season in his 5-a-side.
Oh God.
It's just a pity he still loses to his female boss at squash. Yeah, that's why you put me down. So,
round of applause!
Dom is an oxymoron. In many ways, he's very classy and refined. An academic, almost a doctor, a fantastic talent and a great cooking ability, a taste for great wines, and an impassable knowledge, or maybe opinion, on anything. I'm sorry, what did you tell me to say here? I can't quite...
We want to marry you now.
And yet, I'd be surprised if he's wearing any underwear today. In fact, In fact, our best story, our most dramatic snowboarding story of all, comes about from Dom not wearing any underwear when he broke both of his arms and ended up in a hospital bed asking me to change my boxer shorts so that he could put them on while the nurses took off his jeans. Dom and I are actually half brothers, which is the reason that one of us is that much better. In spite of this, we have never acted like anything other than very close brothers. It has never even been mentioned.
Until now.
It has never been mentioned in any of our arguments whilst growing up. Because we just resort to fists. The only occasion that has been really brought up was a little while ago. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. We'd returned home from a night out, and we were on to our maybe 4th or 5th nightcap.
5.
5. And the conversation came about that Dom might have, or does have, other half-brothers and sisters. In light of this, I turned to him and I asked if he wanted to meet them. Without hesitation, Dom turned to me and said, "No, you're my only brother."
That's fear. That is fear.
In all seriousness, Dom is a great brother. Both he and Sarah have been very kind and generous towards me, and I'm sure to all the rest of you. They've got a beautiful baby in Finley that, as a first uncle, I couldn't ask for any more. And I really wish them all happiness together. And if all else fails, I know for certain that Sarah will never tire in her amusement of Dom's family. Keep it regular, brother.
Oh, fantastic, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for listening to that. Could we have the chief bridesmaids?